Sure.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome back to the TT Chat Show here on Manx Radio TT. Just a reminder, provisional schedule for today is as follows. 1:30 roads will close around the TT Mountain Circuit. 2 o'clock to 2:55, the Classic TT Superbikes, Classic TT Lightweight, the Manx Grand Prix Senior and Junior. And then from 3 till 3:50, the Classic TT Senior and Junior, Manx Grand Prix Lightweight, Manx Grand Prix Ultra Lightweight as well. And at 4:30, roads will open around the circuit. From 6:20 this evening, roads will obviously 6 o'clock roads will close. 6:20 to 7:10, the Classic TT Superbikes and Lightweights and the Manx Grand Prix Senior and Junior, and then we will have from 7:15 till 8 Classic TT Senior and Classic TT Junior, the Manx Grand Prix Lightweight and Ultra Lightweight. Roads will open no later than 9, and their weather forecast not looking the best. Josh, thanks very much for coming in this morning. I know it's very, very early, and I know you like to be up and doing things. Hopefully you're going to be doing some things today and get out on your Norton later on, so good luck with that later on.
Yes, thank you very much for having us on. Hopefully all the crowd can enjoy hearing the Rotary Norton run around instead of having to come to the awning and watch it stationary. So hopefully the weather's good to us and we can get out and give us a wave.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks very much for your time this morning. We've got Dean Harrison's going to come and join us there around the table now. Horst Seiger's also here as well, but I think Horst has done. Yes, he's gone to do what I thought he was going to do. He's gone to get a little bit of coffee. Quickly, just get back. We were talking about motorbikes before, as we kind of do around the table, just having a bit of fun. Thanks to Josh. Dean's joined us now as well. Michael Rutter's here. Michael, the boys were asked a question about an iconic bike. You've ridden so many machines over a long length of time, from that GP bike, to the Med Honda. You did your debut here in 94.
94, yeah.
94. Pick a bike that you want, if you could still have, and a bike that you'd love to have another spin around now with modern technology involved in it.
Well, really, I think the RC, anything what you won on, really, you always thought it was your favourite. But those RC45s, the factory bikes. Till you ride a factory bike, you don't really realise what they are till you jump on something what's standard, and you're amazing the difference. So RC45s, going through to, even riding that GP bike, it was special. It was something different. So I think every one of them, you have little bits of favourites in all of them. I can't just say just one.
It was obviously the 30-year anniversary of the RC30 this year as well, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know, I've never ridden one.
Have you not?
No.
Okay.
You've seen them and obviously watched Joey racing them and all those people, and it's a brilliant bike.
Beth?
James has been in touch on the Manx Radio TT Facebook page, Michael, and wants to know if you prefer road racing or the short track.
Short circuits. A lot of people ask that. When you go and come to the Isle of Man, Northwest 200, and places like Macau and all that, it's just a different feeling, different way of riding. And then when you go to a short circuit, you enjoy that because you've got to go 110%, and you ride as quick as you can. You throw it up the road, you run back, get the bike repaired and off again. So it's you enjoy both in different ways, But sitting on the TT on the grid there when the sun's out and you're looking down Glencrutchery Road, and there's that is very special though. There's not many other places in the world like that.
Dewan Dogger Collister has been in touch. He's emailed us, and Davo, he wants to know if you're after any top pit crew this year. And that's the important thing, I think, for everybody, is to think about the team that's behind everything that you do, Davo.
Yeah, and I mean, we're always need more mechanics and pit board technicians and all that sort of hoo-ha. So yeah, come on down. But no, it's with all the teams I ride for, I've always end up getting along with them. It's there's no one that works in our teams that are sort of hard to get along with. They usually don't last very long. It's you got to always have that sort of dynamic as a friend as well, because obviously my life's in their hands basically. So I have to trust them 100% for all of us to go out on the track, and everyone's the same. So it's with all our teams that I ride for, we've all got a tight knit thing going on. So it's good, and we're always willing to take more good blokes on board, and women, I suppose, as well.
Women, I suppose.
Well recovered. Morning to Dean Harrison. Morning, Dean. Are you well, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Disappointment on the little bike last night, 250.
I was gutted, to be honest. We've sat around all week, and I thought, right, that's it. Away we go, first time. I even got Gary let me go out with the classics. Jumped straight on the thing. I think I did 5 or 6 mile. and unfortunately it couldn't.
Ballacrane, wasn't it? I
Yeah,
think?
Ballacrane, it's 7 mile maybe, and it came to a drastic end.
Did it just go what did Chris Palmer say to you before you went off? Keep 2 fingers on the clutch.
That's exactly what I did. I pulled the clutch in.
And coasted to a hole. And you got back, some chap give you a lift back?
Yeah, no, some nice guy gives a lift back, so I managed to jump in his Volvo, straight back to the pits, ready to go on the ZXR, and then unfortunately the weather's not been his best friend all week, but the weather closed in again.
Certainly did. David Johnson, listen, thanks for coming in for your time this morning. We've got Horse Saiga who's nursing a cup of coffee as we speak, and it's good to have Horse back. So your replacement's in, so put up a substitute board. And thank you, David. And good luck
Thanks,
for the
guys.
rest of the week, mate.
Thank
Cheers.
you very much.
Cheers. Thank you very much
Cheers,
to
guys.
David Johnson. Cheers. So, yeah, it's been such a frustrating week. We talked to the boys earlier on. Gary needs a massive clock, doesn't he, for some of the decisions he's had to make this week. It can't be easy for him to make those decisions, can it?
No, exactly no. And at the end of the day, it's people are getting frustrated and worked up, but there's just no point because it's nobody's fault. It's not Gary's fault. Gary's doing his best. Do you know what I mean? End of the day, it's safety is paramount, obviously, around this place. And at the end of the day, if it's going to rain, it's going to rain. Don't matter where you go in the world. If you're going to go watch a football match, if it rains, it rains. You can't do anything about it.
You just got to get on with it.
Exactly.
Certainly have. Very good morning to Liechtenstein's finest, Horse Saiga. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
And just a reminder, Horse, we are live, okay? So I know you do have the, sometimes you kind of forget your English is not as good as my, whatever language it is that you speak. Yeah, okay, so no
German.
swearing. Is that what he speaks, German, is
Yeah,
it? Yeah, okay.
German.
Can you speak German, Dino?
No.
No. Anybody speak German, anybody?
I did it at school.
Did you? Can you remember any?
9.
Hey, very good, very good. Nice to have you back, Horse. It is after missing, obviously, a lot of the season due to the wrist injury, which is after TT. It was perfectly fine about a week after. You know, all good. You the right 100 straight at 117, 118, round about that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Happy?
But yeah, not too happy because my riding was not so good. The bike was really good, straight like it was from last year, and but I was too early, too late, too early. So I missed every corner, or I was too early. So I did this time I did about 3 or 4 miles more than I should do.
Because obviously you haven't ridden really, haven't you? You haven't done a lot of riding. It's a bit rusty, maybe.
Yeah, it's here on the mountain course. It's all about the feeling. Yeah, I don't have many points where I look at. I just ride. I look at the front and I ride like I feel. Yeah, I don't have so many points for braking, turning. It's all. It comes natural when I'm riding around.
Okay, so not like some guys who'd use telegraph poles, who'd use houses, that use a hay bale on the side of the track. You just do it by feel. Okay, that's a little bit different. Okay.
Yeah, there's just one thing. There's marshals on the left side when you come to Salby Straight.
Yeah.
So this very fast left, little bit of left corner, and I'm really thankful that they are there because this is.
Is this the fast right-hander before Sulby?
Fast left-hander, you know, after you come out of Quarry Bend and then you go.
Oh yes, before the pub.
Before the pub, yeah.
Ah yeah, okay. That's
Yeah.
we kind of equate it to pubs. That's kind of better, isn't it? Yeah, the fast left-hander. That is fast there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Top gear.
Yes, on the big bikes, on the big super bikes with 200 horsepower, it's really helpful that they are there. But on the 600 or on the classic bikes, it's not so dramatic because you can go flat out and you can choose different lines if you want.
Okay, Beth, any more coming in on our Facebook thingamabob?
I hate to upset you,
Oh no.
but there's a lot of Kit Kat comments. I mean, there are a lot. Maybe the guys here could get the record for the fastest Kit Kat around the TT circuit, if anyone's up for that. Mint Kit Kats are the best,
What?
apparently. And has anyone ever had a Malteser without the T's? But we have also had a message for you, Dean, to say fair play, up early after a late one in Jack's. Good night, was it?
Nobody likes a squealer.
No, not at all.
Do you know what I mean? Nobody likes a squealer, do they?
I've seen that bloke. He does look like you go around the aisle. It's not you.
Yeah, my twin brothers over, didn't you know?
Yeah, he's doppelganger. Yeah, I've seen him.
I called him last night about some clothes.
He's about
and
an
said
inch
he
and a
wanted
half shorter. He is. He's got a couple of grey hairs here as well. He's just a little bit shorter anyway. So listen, the guys are here to enjoy themselves. They're here to race bikes. They're here to
I didn't
enjoy.
Let's
say
be
it.
honest, with the weather we're having, I'm seeing the paddocks getting a bit.
Yeah, it's stir crazy. That's the word we're looking for. Stir crazy.
Is that what they say? I thought they call it right.
Something like that. Dean, we were talking about the fact we're celebrating 40 years of Mike Halewood. I just wonder who the iconic racers were when you were growing up, the ones that you really sort of looked up to.
When I used to come, obviously, the thing is, when I come as a really young kid, you sort of don't really pay a massive amount of attention to it. You sort of bumble around your own little world. But when I did start paying more attention, it were DJ, McGinn, even Michael.
Oh, thanks.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? He were over here then, and I used to sit and watch as a kid, and it's sort of the eras you go through. It's the same if you ask anybody about the MotoGP. It's when you get to the age where you're really aware of the racing that's going on, and you listen to it, and you're watching it, and you listen to the names. And that's what it was now with the DJ. DJ was the main one because he was local, you see. And he actually lived next door to my science teacher, believe it or not.
Really? What about you, Horst? What? Who were you aware of?
Hitler.
You know, I thought we were live.
You can continue.
What did he say? I couldn't
No,
understand it.
it's okay.
No?
We can never understand a word he says anyway. So
I thought he said Adolf.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No.
No, it was not much racing going on in my family. Nothing at all. So I just came to racing when I was 24. I was riding a bike on the roads, and then I just went on the racetrack for 1 day to see how it is, because I grew up near the Austrian ring, Österreich ring, and then that was just my life changer.
So no riding experience at all, just on the road, and then you thought, do you know what? I'm going to get a license. And your first race, where was it? How did you get on? And where did you finish?
That was a track day. And there was a race for beginners, and we had to fill in the form what lap time we did. And then on the race, I was, 6 or 7 seconds faster. Anyway, 30 seconds too slow, but I won it.
What bike was that on? Do you remember what bike it was?
Yes, this was a Yamaha FZR 1000.
Oh, so an old X-Up thing, was it? An old...
At that time, it was
yeah.
brand new. Thank
Yeah.
you for reminding.
Yeah. And did you break it?
No.
No?
No, I won it, but then I was, like I say, 6 or 7 seconds faster. Then I filled in the form, and then they said, "No, you're disqualified. You were cheating, not the beginner."
Oh, right, okay. So obviously the talent was there straight away, and you took to it straight away. First road race that you did, can you remember where that was? Was that in one of the European rounds?
That was when in 2004, when I did some World Superbike races. We went to Macau just to see how it is, but that is not a road race for me. So I don't know, what was the first road race?
Horace or something like that? Or
No, I never did Horice.
No?
I went.
How do you
to
pronounce it?
Horice.
Horice.
But I don't know if that's right.
Horace. Horice, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Horace, that's how we'd say it anyway. So.
I think it was the first real road race was when I went to Terličko.
Teličko.
Yes.
That's the Czech Republic again,
Yes.
is it? Or,
Yeah, that
okay.
was really good.
Okay.
I was looking for a coffee. There were about 50 stands, all only with beer.
Beer.
Only beer. Nothing else.
And you couldn't have one then?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yes.
Lots of people getting in touch on the Manx Radio TT Facebook page. A couple of people concerned about James and wondering if he's awake. Graham suggests that maybe you need to go back to bed. Are you okay?
And say
Are
I've
you
been to the
alright?
pub.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Well,
He just didn't get caught.
that'll be it. We're going to hear a full weather report in just a moment, but if you want to get in touch, 166 177, start your message with TT, email studio@radiott.com, and of course go to the Manx Radio TT Facebook page, and we're on Twitter as well. We'll be back just after this.